AMD stock is up 74% year to date, and in this video, I'll do an in-depth analysis of the company by looking at the fundamentals and running a DCF model to calculate the intrinsic value of the company and potential future returns. AMD's revenue has seen tremendous revenue growth in the past decade, growing from $3.9 billion to $32 billion currently, with a record third-quarter revenue of $9.2 billion, which was an increase of 36% year-over-year. Analysts are expecting revenue to keep growing at a very fast pace. They have AMD reaching $34 billion this year and grow to $138 billion by 2030, which is insane. Regarding profit, their net income took a big hit from 2021 to 2023, from $3.1 billion to $800 million. However, it has nicely recovered since then, and it is now at an all-time high of $3.3 billion. And a very positive aspect is that they have even more free cash flow, currently at $5.4 billion. Analysts are also expecting profit to keep growing massively. They have AMD reaching $4.02 this year and grow to $25.04 in 2030. As you can see, there is a ton of growth expected for this company. This amount of growth expectation is why the valuation looks expensive, as they are currently trading at a P of 39 and price to free cash flow of 66. But in order to take a deeper look at the valuation, I use my Google Sheet, which tells me at what price you should buy a stock based on the assumptions about the future of the company that you put in. I did a 7-year analysis with low, middle, and high assumptions. And as you can see, the intrinsic value according to my low assumptions is $91 per share, middle $165, and high $284. And because the stock is currently trading at $211 per share, this means that if my low assumptions occur, you would get a negative 3.6% annual return on your money, middle positive 5.2%, and high 14.3%. Now, as far as my assumptions, I assumed AMD grows revenue between 15 and 25% annually for the next 7 years, the average profit margin and free cash flow margin between 14 and 22%, and I assigned a PE and price to free cash flow at the end of the 7 years of 18, 20, and 22. But if you want to make your own assumptions, I'm going to leave a link to the spreadsheet down below. It is super simple to use because I've done all the calculations in the background, so you only need to input your assumptions. Moreover, AMD has an exceptional balance sheet with $7 billion in cash and $3 billion in debt, which is nothing for a company that has a market cap of $343 billion. And they also have great margins, with gross margin being around 50% and free cash flow margin currently at 17%. And one thing that I was worried in the past was share dilution, as they were issuing tons of shares, which is horrible for investors as you own less of the company and share the profits with more people. However, it seems that they stopped issuing shares in the past couple of years, which is great. And in conclusion, AMD is a fantastic company with great fundamentals, a great balance sheet, and a lot of room for growth. However, the valuation looks quite expensive at the moment, which is why I am going to wait, and I'll probably be interested at around $100 per share. Lastly, if you want a discount on stockanalysis.com, grab my code in the description. I hope you found this video valuable. Let me know what you think about AMD stock in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.